Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Shri Vyomesh Rao, Joint Secretary, Pieta India, to please come up on the dais and take us through additional FSI, and there are a lot of sections in that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, now as developers, 3 questions very important. FSI क्या है? Free of FSI क्या है? और ज़्यादा किधर मिलेगा? So I'm going to talk about और ज़्यादा FSI कहाँ मिलने वाला है. So we have understood about what is the FSI. You all understood that FSI is on gross plot area. So you have reservation, you have road, you have anything. FSI is on gross. Only challenge is when your plot reduces and your FSI is more, how do you consume it? So that's where probably the architects will come into the play of how to consume. But paying deficiency, I really don't know how we can do that. Deficiency का पैसा भरने से आदमी का सूरज उधर ज़्यादा तो नहीं आता है, ना उधर हवा ज़्यादा चलने लगती है. But you still have to pay deficiency premium. So let's come to 33, DCR 33. They have kept the 33 provision exactly. The number is also the same. DCR 33 आज के DCR में भी हमको additional FSI बताता है. नए में भी DCR 33 is been kept for additional FSI purposes. So let's go to the next slide. There is 33.1 to 33.22. So we'll just rush through this. They are all there. Just to start with, 33.1 is for religious structures. Current DCR 33.25 is for religious structures. जो आज का लास्ट DCR 33 है वो नए वाले में फर्स्ट है. शायद भगवान का नाम देकर एडिशनल FSI लेना चाहिए हमने. इसीलिए 33.1 is religious structures. You have all these regulations of additional FSI. So I'll not go through them. You can always go through in the book which you have. So you have the book in front of you. You can go through that. So let's go to the slides. Let's go to the next because we are short of time. So these are the 33.22 regulations from 33.1 to 33.22. Next slides, please. And again the next. So begin with 33.1 additional FSI for religious structures. अगर आपको मंदिर या कोई भी मंदिर, मस्जिद, whatever religious structures you want to build, this will allow you 0.5 additional FSI over your basic FSI. It is exactly the replica of DCR 33.25. So आज के तारीख में जो extra मिलने वाला है वही आपको नए में भी मिलेगा. कोई change नहीं है. There is no change except the gross plot area funda which remains. So 33.1 is for religious structures. Next one, please. 33.22 is for medical, educational and other institutional buildings. Now this, the requirements of additional FSI for medical, educational and institutional buildings have been kept the same. You need an independent plot. It has to be charitable trust. And out of the additional FSI, 50% may be used by availing TDR. So this they have kept the same provision. Let's go to the next slide. So medical, now understanding the FSI, अगर आपको hospital मानना है तो आपको up to 5 FSI मिलेगा. So whatever your base FSI is there, if it is 1, you can go up to 5, so you can avail 4 additional FSI. Similarly for educational FSI is 4, and for institutional FSI is up to 4. So आपका जो भी basic FSI है, it is say in city it is 1.33, then you can avail the additional FSI. You can go up to this 5. And this provision is also available for buildings of private medical and educational institutions. So if you want to make a private hospital or a private school also, this additional FSI will be available to you by paying premium. So the incentive for hospitals and schools and educational and institutional buildings have been kept in DCR 33.2. The next one, please. 33.3 and 33.3a, these are basically for government and semi-government buildings. Unke, so we'll not go to them because they are going to develop it themselves. So the government will develop it themselves. They have got extra FSI again for themselves. These are 33.3 and 33.3a. This is land belonging to public authorities who अपने जमीन पे खुद अपना building बनाएंगे, staff quarters or whatever, they'll get more FSI. The next one, I'll focus on the one where developers or the owners can develop it themselves. 33.3b is basically development and redevelopment of staff quarters or government staff quarters on private land. Now there may be instances जहाँ पे private land में भी किसी का government staff quarters, there may be post office या post office के staff quarters या कोई तो quarters रहे होंगे. So you can redevelop them under these regulations. Here also the FSI basically is on the basis of plot area. So if your max FSI will be 3, if your plot area is between 2 to 4,000, 4,000 and more, FSI will be 4. So this is what is the regulation available for development of staff quarters on private lands. The next one, 33.4, currently also 33.4 is for hotels. So hotels के लिए additional FSI is available now. It's also available in the future. So nothing to worry. Only thing is that it has changed time and again. Hotel के लिए currently FSI in suburbs is 3.5 and in city it is FSI 3 for 3 star, 4 for 4 star and 5 for 5 star. Now they are in this new DCR, what we have understood is that FSI city suburbs को एक कर दिया गया है. So there is no basically differentiation for city and suburbs. So they have kept the FSI intact on the basis of the plot area. So if your plot area is up to 2,000, your FSI will be 3. It means you're going to make a 3-star hotel only. For plots 2 to 3,000, your FSI will be 4, and above 3,000, your FSI will be 5. For this is for star category hotels. The FSI will be on the basis of your plot size, not irrespective of your categorization, etc. It will be on plot size. Here again, 5% of the rooms have to be reserved for the government, and only the room cost will be free. खाना पीना है तो उसका अलग पैसा देना पड़ेगा. But 5% of the rooms will be kept free for government nominees. 50% of this, again, like the earlier current regulation, can be availed by utilization of TDR. The next one, please. 33.5 to 10 is something which is going to be taken up by my friends, Suyog, Ikorizov and Milind. 33.5, 7, 9, 10, they will be taking up. So I'll go to the next one, 33.11. This is a very interesting regulation. I feel that this is going to be the future of development. आज के तारीख में जो 3314 है, 3314 is going to be the new 3311. So if you put your focus on this regulation, this is going to be the future of development as far as I understand. I may be wrong, but FSI is on gross plot area. Your FSI will be 4. 3314 में currently, we'll go to the next slide. I'll just show you what it is. If you see the differentiation of 3314 vis-a-vis 3311. So if you see 3314D right now, it is not applicable on island city. मतलब आप city में आप 3314 नहीं कर सकते. You can do it only in suburbs. Your FSI is 2.5, where your base FSI is 1, and you get additional 1.5 FSI, which is shared 50-50. 50% for PTC and 50% for sale, 0.75 each. Fungible को अलग side पे रखते हैं. Currently the carpet area requirement is 20.9, मतलब 225 square feet carpet. SRA के साथ आप merge नहीं कर सकते आज के तारीख में, because SRA requirement is 269. So there is no clubbing between SRA and PTC today, 3314 में. But in future, what you see, one part, that 3311 will be applicable even in island city. So like even a non-CRZ cuff-pitted area can go under 3311, and he can club that PTC ka area with a plot in Dahisar also by paying the difference of ready rental. So it's going to be a very interesting part. You can club it with SRA. You can move your base FSI also. So basically, a person in Bandra having a 1,000 square meter property can actually construct 4,000 square meters full sale. And idea is that his 1,500 square meter of PTC, which is supposed to give in Bandra, he can give it in Dahisar, and he may have in Dahisar only a plot area of 500 square meters. So उसका base FSI को भी वो PTC में convert कर सकता है. He can convert his additional everything he can convert into a PTC. This is how the whole scenario would change. The key thing is this: FSI over and above. Sale component will be released in correlation. So this is what is 3311. The new 3314 is 3311. It is a very interesting fact. It's a win-win for everybody because government को उनके houses मिलेंगे PTC के form में और builder को उसका FSI मिलेगा. The challenge of planning is one part, but this is a win-win situation. This is how I feel most of the cases from building proposal will move to SRA 3311, the new future. This is one. I hope you understood this. The next one. This is 3311. Permanent transit camp to be accommodated in BMs. The next one, please, the next slide. 3313 is for IT. आज के तारीख में जो 3316 है, that is the 33. The same FSI up to 5 will be provided, and here also for additional FSI for IT is ready rector का 25%. If there is a financial services, IT services, and there is commercial permitted in additional FSI for IT. If you are doing commercial, then you have to pay 100% ready rector. If you are doing financial services, you have to pay 40% of ready rector, and if you are doing additional FSI for the purpose of IT, then you have to pay 25% of the ready rector. So additional FSI in IT is also permissible. FSI up to 5. The next one, please. The next slide. 3314 is for cattle sheds, very similar to the 3317 today. There is no change. अगर कोई तबेला बचा है बॉम्बे में, so he can use this regulation for additional FSI. But I don't think there is much left in Mumbai. The next one, please. 3316 is for Gauthan. Rules are exactly the same. Currently, only term is Adivasi Pada has been added here. Gauthan and Kolivada के लिए FSI is 1.5 if the road width is less than 9 meters, and if your road width is more than 9 meters, you can go up to 2 FSI. It means you don't have to buy TDR, you don't have to buy additional FSI. Your FSI is 2 in case of Gauthan. Next one. 3317 is for BT. Now we understood the IT part. Now there is a biotechnology parks which are coming up. So there also FSI 5 has been granted by paying premium, of course. The next one. 3319 is something which I think Manoj Desai had touched base, that in CBD, this commercial business district, if you see the DP plan, commercial business district has been shown as the Octroi Naka. Both the Octroi Nakas have been shown as CBD, and I think there is some jetties in Chembur which has been shown as CBD. So these CBDs will have 5 FSI. Obviously, when the Octroi Naka will be developed, it is a government property. They will get 5 FSI in which they can make 30% of that built up area as residential. The same thing a private developer can also do in his plot. He can convert his private plot into a CBD. He will also get 5 FSI. But here he doesn't have the 30% liberty of converting his residential premises. He has to do 100% of his built up area as commercial. That's one part which I think we should tell in the objection, we should suggest an object, that when I am converting my CBD, even I should be given the liberty of converting part of it to residential. Thank you. So depending on your plot size, if you see the FSI is there, up to 2003, 2 to 3004 and 3000 and above 5 FSI. So FSI is basically on the basis of the plot sizes here as well. Going to the next slide. Next slide, please. Can you go to the next slide? 3320B is for affordable housing. We saw 3311. This is just a new term, affordable housing. Same thing, FSI will be 4, it will not be applicable in NDZ. Only thing, this is not to be clubbed with the PTC scheme. I don't know why people would do AH when you have PTC in hand. But there is a policy, 3320B, where additional 4 FSI will be granted for affordable housing. The next slide. This is the same slide. We can go to the next one. Next slide, please. This is the most interesting part which we have read in the newspapers. Additional FSI will be granted for societies in suburbs. Now you have additional FSI for cess category structures, you have additional FSI for slums. But what about societies? जो existing societies जिन्होंने authorized ले में अपने building बनाए हैं 10, 20, 30 साल पहले, उन societies का क्या? What will happen to these societies? Currently, we are treating it as a greenfield development. Whenever a society is redeveloped, no incentive has been given. So here they have introduced an incentive scheme for existing societies which are more than 30 years old. There are certain lacunas or certain points which we feel should be changed here. If you see, incentive max is 40%. That is one part. In the notes it is mentioned that the FSI consumed should be more than the zonal FSI then prevailing. Now I feel that there should be no caveat of one FSI consume. अभी 1000 मीटर के प्लॉट में 20 साल पहले 2000 मीटर तो बांधा नहीं होगा before the TDR rule. So there has to be no restriction. Any building which is more than 30 years old, he should get the incentive. This is what is one part of it. In fact, they should get more FSI. 40% is too less. The incentive FSI is on the basis of a percentage. It is on the 1.5 times the rate of construction, which is 25,000 this current year, divided by land rate. That is the policy. And if we'll go to the next slide, I'll just show it to you on an Excel file. So this will be more interesting for you to understand. If you have a plot area, let's say in 1985 some developer built a building on a 2000 square meter plot, and it had a 600 square meters of DP road. So net plot area 1400 tha. So he must have got FSI of 1400 plus additional 600 of the road. So he must have consumed 2000 square meters in 1985, definitely. And 2000 square meters of FSI was consumed. But the net plot area today for redevelopment is only 1400 because 600 square meters of road has been handed over to the BMC. Now let's go to the next slide. Now what will happen to this society in today's time? So if you go for redevelopment today, your plot is 1400, you will get 1400 square meters of TDR, so which is 2800 square meters of built up area, and you will get some fungible area, 35%, and 50 free fungible to the extent of 700 square meters. Whatever is the existing built up area, you will get free fungible, and your total proposed built up area is going to be 3780. So this is what is going to happen for a society redevelopment today. Now let's see the next part, the next slide. This is the interesting slide. This is what will happen when 3322 comes under the new DCR. So your built up area was 2000 square meters. They will include your balcony, which is 10% of the balcony, which is 2200 square meters of your built up area. And your additional FSI under DCR 3322 will be like this. So your rateable, let's say your ready reckoner value is 90,000 square meters. So if you see the incentive calculation, it is going to be 1.5 times the rate of construction, 25,000 divided by 90,000, which is 0.41. So it's more than 41%, but your cap is 40%. So you will get 40% on 2200, which is 880 square meters. So your total FSI and TDR becomes 3080. So the earlier development would have been 2800. Now here the FSI becomes 3080. And your total proposed built-up area, including the fungible, becomes 4,000. So 3,700 becomes 4,180. This is a key change which would happen in case of society redevelopment. So you'll get incentive FSI. You have to buy less TDR in case you don't hit that 40% ratio. But what is happening in the notes, what is mentioned is that there is no free fungible for the rehab in case of 3322. Now, which is really not wise. Everybody gets free fungible for existing built-up area, but here it is mentioned no free fungible. It's been mentioned in the notes. I believe there's some error over there. But this is how 3322 is. Redevelopment of society will get 40% incentive. I feel that society should be given a little more incentive because 33.7, 33.9, 33.10, everybody is getting massive FSI. And here societies which have been struggling and been occupying these spaces for 20, 30 years, there is incentive to the extent of only 40%. And the cleanest development, the people who have really struggled to make their houses, are creating this kind of incentives, very, very negligible incentives. So this is the DCR 33.1 to 33.22. The remaining people will probably tell about the more interesting FSI parts. Thank you so much. I think that is 33.22. Anybody has any questions about 33.22, you can come back to me. Thank you.